Actress Kimberly Williams-Paisley is one of millions of Americans who has witnessed firsthand the impact of dementia on a family.
She breaks the silence that often surrounds the difficult diagnosis in her new book, Where the Light Gets In, and she recently sat down with NBC special anchor Maria Shriver.
We came to know her as Annie Banks in the 90s hit Father of the Bride. But for Kimberly Williams-Paisley, it was at her real-life wedding in 2003 to country music star Brad Paisley that she first realized something was wrong.
Something was up with my mother. She was acting very irrationally. She was very emotional and really wanted to be involved in the ceremony at the last minute, so he gave her something to read. And she stood up in front of the congregation and wasn't able to get through the reading, which was very atypical for my mom.
It would be more than 2 years before her mother, Linda Williams, would be diagnosed at age 61 with primary progressive aphasia, a degenerative brain disease and a form of dementia that currently has no cure. 11 years after her diagnosis, Linda is now in an assisted living home.
What's it like for you to visit her now?
She is totally nonverbal from my experience in the last year and a half, and seems sometimes to be despairing in a way. So it's hard. What I have struggled with and what I've searched for is what is her essence and where does that exist still?
Where did you land in being able to find her essence and not focus on her brain?
I hear her voice every day of my life. I hear her voice when I'm sitting on the beach and the kids are saying, come on in the water. And I'm thinking, oh, but I'm so warm and dry on this towel. And I hear her voice saying, no, get in the water.
What have you learned from your children about handling dementia?
I've learned the same thing from my children that I've actually learned from my mother, and that is to be in the present. And I think that's actually a gift that my mother got from dementia. And I think my kids have a similar sense about it. They don't go and look at my mom and imagine how she used to be.
Living in the present also means supporting her father, who served as her mom's primary caregiver.
My dad is very happy right now, and I'm thrilled for him because for so many years I was really worried about him, and I thought we might lose him before we lost my mom.
How did your family navigate that change in your family dynamic and allow your dad the freedom to have a new relationship?
That was hard because my mom is still alive and they're still married, and my father met somebody and was in love. And Nancy is a real blessing for all of us because she is there for him in a way that the rest of my siblings and I can't be right now.
Splitting her time between Southern California and Nashville, with frequent visits to see her mother in New York, Kimberly says it's her husband, Brad, who keeps her feeling grounded.
I'll have moments where I just completely break down, I can't handle it anymore, and there he is to hold me. And more often, he's there to make me laugh in the middle of a really hard day.
Do you think he worries about this happening to you?
We worry about it happening in both of us. You know, it's in both of our families, but we're just trying to have those kinds of honest conversations that I wish I'd had with my mom about what do we want? What do we want to have happen if that is the situation?
Kimberly says she chose to write her new book, Where the Light Gets In, so that others will have those open conversations as well.
After so many years of feeling like I had to be private and secret, it was just so empowering to be able to take the reins of the story and, you know, opening my heart and sharing my journey and then growing and feeling stronger because I've come through the other end.
It's a painful thing to go through.
Yeah. And so many families deal with it.
Yes, I mean, my mother-in-law passed away with early onset Alzheimer's, and you know, you see a lot of that. I mean, that's happening more and more as the aging population is you know, baby boomers are getting older.
And that ongoing heartbreak of having your own mother not being able to speak or not recognize you, it's hard to come to terms with.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.